Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My screen is in front of you, full of different commands today. So what are we gonna learn? It's a CV, it's a resume actually. And to do this, we'll benefit from a form command. So let's get started. I've already prepared and encoded my HTML commands before, because it's gonna be a bit long today. And first thing you should know is to form. Since we decided to create a CV, there should be some pictures, there should be personal information and hobbies, experiences, education information. Let's make it formal. We're going to use a specific format. After typing form, I've added a heading, which is curriculum vitae, and an image, a picture of myself, a formal one, and this is going to be like this. I also add a button for you to choose a file, an image like this. And I used input command. So let me type BR there. And okay, it's much more better. Much better. So next step is field set. We use this command to create these lines and this section, personal information section. And there are some informations about ourselves, like name, first name, middle name, last name, gender, or nationality, etc. So what we do here is typing legend and name it as personal information. I prefer it bold and italic. You can always make changes, and we should use some labels and use it like this in this format. We should type for the first name, type text, because we want this area to be empty. It's written Özlem, my name. I gave a value, but you can always delete it and type another name. So we did the same for the middle name and for the last name, and first name is required and last name as well. What does that mean? That means if you don't complete these parts, at the end of the form, when you say click to submit, there's going to be an error. It's going to alert you to complete these sections, these parts. So another one is gender. First, we create the label and then the input. We should choose the radio. It's optional, of course. You can choose another one, which I'm gonna show you in the next part, but you can use radio format and it's gonna be like that. I can choose this one since I'm a female. So next one is nationality. Again, we put label and say choose your nationality, and there's gonna be and I mean a lot of options. I prefer to choose these countries, but you can always add more. I put other as a value. So let's see how it works. I'm from Turkey, for example. You can choose this and it's working. We use different type of forms, and another one is about date. In a CV, you usually mention about your date of birth. So when you put date, I mean, this command, it's gonna be like this. And you can choose whatever you want. Of course, it's not my date of birth, but it's okay. Another item you can see on a CV is driving license. We use checkboxes here, and this is the form that I've just mentioned about. You can use a checkbox instead of a radio type or vice versa. And it works like this. Since my driving license type is B, I made it checked like this. But you can always undo it and choose another one or more than one. So the next one is our email address. This is the specific email format. If your input type is chosen as email, it allows you to write down only in email format. Like if you don't put the necessary extensions, there will be a warning for you to fix this. So it differs from the other boxes. So here's my email, but I didn't put the at gmail.com part. So when you drag your pointer, it says please put the @ and complete your email format properly. And when you click to submit, it warns you like this. And the last part in the personal information space, phone number, I mean cell phone, we should use tel and phone, and this is gonna be like that. This is for 3 letters, 3 numbers, and then 2, and then 3 again, from 0 to 9. And actually my browser doesn't support this. That's why it's an empty box. There should be a different form for this, but it's okay. We can still type our number. And the last thing is our address. I put a big box for you to type your address. For example, by the way, there's a thing, there's a text written. I choose placeholder, so when you type, it disappears, but you don't need to delete it. So you can type as Violet District, etc. The command is text area, and you are able to decide about the rows and columns, like the height and width, etc. And we close the field set section there. Now when we come to the education part, I mean this part, but it's small. I don't want it to be small. Okay. Yeah, better. They're same now. And this is your education level. It's about the degrees, and we again choose to use checkboxes. So we have 5 options. It works like this. Mine is bachelor's degree. I mean, it's not, but it's going to be this year. So I wanted you to choose your department and school. Not choose, but type your school and department. And 9 Eylül University is written there and it's disabled. Let's say I prepare this form only for 9 Eylül University students, so I can make it disabled. Nobody can type there. And you can type your department here. Mine is tourism management. And next one is your career objectives. Again, we have labels and text area and rows and columns. You can make changes, and this time this area can be deleted. I put my own career objective, but I mean it's like a sample from me to you, but you can change it. And let's move on to your experiences. There is my heading, and I decided to make a list, so I choose OL. You may remember from the last class. And our label is type your experiences and select how many months you worked there. So I'm gonna do this. It's monthly basis, so my let's start with the last one. It's luxury collection, and I was a waitress. How many months? 4. And second one is Demaris Bay, and I was a yacht hostess. It was like 3 months, and it's gonna be empty, the last one. I worked in a fair, but it's not on monthly basis, so I decided not to type it. And what about the languages? Select your languages, the languages you speak. Again, it's like nationality, but I use radio. radio type, and I put English, Turkish, French, German, Chinese, Spanish, Greek, Russian, and other. So you can change it. There are a lot of languages you can add, but these are mine, so I'm gonna choose Turkish, English, French, and a little bit Russian and German maybe. I'm a beginner, but anyway. IT skills part. I know it's too much writing, but in order to create a proper form, a proper CV, you should type and type and type. There's nothing to do with that. So there are some levels for 3 of IT stuff. I mean, some programs, they're Opera, Galileo, and Excel. And this format is like, let me do this and make it easier to see. You can choose your level by doing this. I'm expert, of course. The format is like first your label, Excel, and then you select ID and name, and 3 options of yours, expert, intermediate, and beginner. And you do the same for the other programs like Galileo, Opera, etc. You can add Micros, Word, PowerPoint, Prezi, but it's a lot of effort. Let's move on to the certification part. This is the format which I preferred. I made a list again, and my bullet type is circled. And don't forget to put your inputs and text types. And I'm gonna type my certificates. These are mine. In the personality part, I wanted you to choose the best options for yourself, and there are checkboxes again and labels like characteristics which employees should have, and these are mine. I'm a friendly person and responsible and loyal, team player maybe, creative, organized, etc. And last 2 parts. First one is hobbies. I said list 3 of your hobbies, and this time it's not circled, it's normal, I mean, it's bulleted. And I'm gonna type mine. First one is music, yoga, and kickboxing. The last part is references. Let me fix the missing letter over there. And again, it's a text area which created by rows and columns, and there is a placeholder again. It's in the background. You cannot select it, you cannot delete it, but you can type there. And this says that please type your reference here, and let's type this, for example. And we're done with that. This is the final look of our curriculum vitae, and this is our personal information, our education level, career objective, our experiences, languages, IT skills, certification, personality, hobbies, and references. Everything you can see on a CV is included. And finally, we have two buttons. These are submit and reset. So when you click to submit, it leads you to, not leads you, but leads the information you send to a receiver, like another website or something. But we do not have that ability right now, so we can just click on submit. Wow, there's another warning. Another thing we can do is to reset the data, clear all contents, and let's see how it works. Yeah, it's all gone. So how do we do this? We give this a value and choose the type, and that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to smash that like button. I'll see you next week, guys. Love you. Bye.